It's a little bit difficult to explain what is UNRWA. In my opinion, UNRWA is one of the biggest corrupt international organizations around the world. UNRWA almost established in 1952, according to one of the UN resolutions, to solve the problem of the Palestinian refugees, these people who ran away from their houses and their lands during the war, 1948. And those Palestinians who ran away in 48, some of them came to the West Bank, some to the Gaza Strip, some to other Arab countries like Lebanon, like Syria and Jordan. And UNRWA in 1952 decided to build refugee camps for those Palestinians who used to live under tents in that time, and to deal with the issue of the Palestinian refugees and to solve the issue of the Palestinian refugees. Since 1952 until today, I am asking myself a question: what UNRWA really did to the Palestinian refugees? I am a person who believes that UNRWA today trying to keep the Palestinian refugees as hostages inside the refugee camps. Because by keeping the Palestinian refugees as hostages in the refugee camps, that's giving more power and more money for UNRWA. The yearly budget of UNRWA today is around $1.6 billion a year. I believe that over than 65% of this amount going for salaries. We are talking about 30,000 employees here. The question is, for how long the international community can continue funding UNRWA? And for which purposes? When UNRWA really going to solve the issue of the Palestinian refugees? When the international community will wake up to solve the issue of the refugees? I think that the international community, together with UNRWA, trying to keep these camps in terms not to solve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, which means that the international community, together with UNRWA, almost became a part of the conflict rather than a part of the solution. This is one of the major problems, I think, of the Palestinian refugees. Listen, I developed and grown up for 33 years in a refugee camp in Jerusalem. I visited also a lot of refugee camps in Lebanon, in Syria, and in Jordan. Still, I got relatives in Jordan who are living in refugee camps since 1952. And I am wondering, when the Palestinians refugees will wake up one day and start fighting for their own rights. You know, in 2009, there is a very remarkable Palestinian organization conducted a survey among the Palestinian refugees in diaspora. And the question was, which solution you will accept as a refugee? 70% of those refugees ask for compensation rather than for the right of return. And UNRWA knows that very well. And the international community knows that very well. But if the international community and UNRWA will start compensating those refugees, that means that the Israeli-Palestinian conflict almost solved. But the interest of the international community and UNRWA not to solve it. And this is how the Palestinians almost kept for so long years inside the refugee camps.